Okay. Okay, while I'm mixing the rest of this recipe, my tuna pie is in. There's 3/4 cup. As my sister she say genoeg, so we'll use a little bit more. You had two stories in the kitchen if it really was funny. Actually, there's 4 of them. One, it's a long time ago, when my husband was still alive, Clarissa always liked to try new recipes. So we got this recipe out of a book when she was working in a library, and it said, what was the recipe called? It was some savory, it was like a tuna bake thing. Okay, so she starts this recipe, she reads it, she mixes it, and in the recipe it calls for yogurt. So I look in the fridge and I said, but we only got vanilla yogurt. So she said, well, it hasn't really got sugar in it, so maybe
Vanillas not really flavored.
that gives a little bit of flavor. Maybe we should try this. So what we did, she made this quiche. And we dished up the food to my husband. He was sitting in the lounge watching TV, taking a plate of food. And I took one bite and I said to her, oh, this stuff is disgusting. So I'm not going to eat that. So I went to the lounge to fetch my husband's plate. He ate everything but that. And I said, don't you want your pie? And he said, oh, he's not that hungry tonight. He's not going to have that. So we took it to the garage, guys. Whether they ate it or not, I don't know. But that was funny. And that, what did I do after that? I was with a chocolate recipe in a bin. Now another funny one was, I didn't stay here. We were then visiting. Husband also laughed. He was watching TV. There's a program I like to watch. I left my sister in the kitchen we were making lemon curd and we were making lemonade. So the lemonade we made is all ready cooking. The lemon curd, I had all the eggs ready, all the lemon ready. So I go watch my program, I come back, but now, yeah, the funny part of this, we were having gin. A tiny tot of gin in lemon bitters. So not one of us can drink much. So I come in there and I see she's breaking eggs and she's breaking eggs. She had 16 eggs she was breaking up. And I said to her, I had the amount of eggs already. Why are you using more eggs? And she laughed and said, oh, I made a mistake. I added twice as much lemon juice in there. So we landed up making lemon curd for Africa. I tell you, for 2 years, everybody got a little bit of lemon curd. Then there's another situation, also gin involved, another holiday. She was making cakes for somebody we used to bake. And we bought her ovens with the baked food. So she was making savory muffins, which was divine. But now I brought all my stuff, was in the pantry, and then again, she had a toss of gin. I went quickly watch my program, and I came back, and I look at the muffins. She made a quiche, she made muffins, and she made something else. She was making a chocolate cake. So I look at these muffins, and I said to her, are these savory muffins? And she said, yes. And I said, but look at them, they look like they had dewdrops on them. And I said, I'm sure something's not right here. So I took a taste of it, patted it on my eye. What she did, she went into the pantry, she grabbed my lemonade for the soda stream and used that instead of oils. Now let me tell you, that was disgusting. Okay, now another one. If you listen to this, you will never trust me again. Years ago, I was sleeping, husband was around, I stayed there then. Sunday afternoon, that's when we had no cell phones, only landlines. My brother phones me every Sunday afternoon. He woke me up, so I was not very happy. But I answered the phone and he says to me, wat doen julle? I said, well, I was sleeping. So now I'm awake. So he says, and he started the same scenario every Sunday. When he phoned, he told me the story. He said, I'm so cross. I had this microwave gemmer pudding. And my ex threw it away and I want to make it and I don't have the recipe. And I repeatedly every week tell him, I don't have the recipe, I don't know how to make it. So what he did is he carried on and on and on. And I mean on and on, at least 10 minutes of this. So his ex was so horrible, but she threw the recipe away and I just lost it. And I said to him, okay, hold on. And he said to me, you got the recipe? So I said, yes. After now, I repeatedly told him I didn't have it. 10 minutes before that. So I said to him, okay, you've got something to write. So he starts writing, and I said, 2 cups of flour, you add, I can't remember when I gave him all to put in there. And eventually he says to me, oh, what about the ginger? And I said, oh yes, 2 teaspoons of ginger. My sister Larissa was standing behind me like this. But she didn't say a thing. And I said to her, okay, if it's a little bit dry, what you should do, you cook a bit of water and you make a strong cup of coffee and you put it in there and you bake it in the microwave for, and I think I said about 8 minutes or not, which is too long anymore. The next night, Larissa phones him and says to him, so did you make your pudding? So I said, yeah. And then she said, and? So she wants to know what this concoction I gave him came out like. So he said, it was really dry. The doctor didn't want to eat it. She said, I didn't tell him anything. So she turns it on to me, I'm disgusted with you. How could you do that? And I said, you know what? He never asked me for the recipe again. He never told me that story again. Afterwards, he used to phone Clarissa and ask her for the recipe. And then about 4 months after that, we were sitting in my sister's house in Somerset, and we tell her this story. I mean, the tears were also running. I was laughing so much. But now I must tell you, he's a guy with a degree, BSc, teacher's degree. He's got his master's. I mean,
in physics.
I 1 second tell him I don't have the recipe, repeatedly. The next second, without taking a break off the phone, I'll tell him I have the recipe. Can I have a tissue, please? So, the fact that he believed me makes you think you're having a degree. You're not also that clever, are you? Anyway, so I sat and I tell Veronica, this is my other sister, this story. And she says to me, Sister, how could you do that? I said, very easy. I never have to listen to that story about his wife throwing the recipe again. She said, but I have that recipe. I said, you do? She said, yes. So I phoned my brother and I said, listen, ek het nou 'n gemmerbroek recept vir jou. I said, no, I got it. And I said, but you're lying now because you never got it from Veronica's got it. He said, no, I klaar die recipe gekry. Which I know is lying. But anyway, I've got a recipe, Veronica, and we will make that. And I promise you, this is going to be the rice recipe. It's not going to be one that I made up. Gullible is not the word.